Hey, it's the the Trusty Ape podcast thing. Yeah, whatever this is here on the Trusty Ape channel. Uh, Balls on spheres. I swear there's some coherent train of thought that led me to name this stream that, but all I'm gonna say about it is what I wrote at the top of my notes here, which is blame the Flurfs. I blame the Flurfs. It's all their fault. We try to get back on to doing topics, open rooms and videos with topics and such. One of the things I want to start doing on a regular basis is these flat earthers, because they tend to crack me up, and there's, no shortage of them out there, and watch a lot of debunks, and I'd rather just like review them and point and laugh, which is pretty much debunking too, it's just, balls on spheres. So it's maybe like a series of something, I don't know. But I blame the flat earthers. That's what led me here. All right, so I'm working on making my schedule. I was supposed to pull out my other notes for this, but that's a lot of work, and I'm already late. So basically, I'm trying to align my schedule as such, the way it's working out, so that I have, a general time at which I do, a routine, But I'm also like, there's like all kinds of nuances to that schedule. So where it might like fluctuate, a little bit on different days, like my work schedule does. And then also into where I'm traveling on each day and what's the most kind of efficient way to do that and kind of get back into my other routines, going to different cities and playing music and stuff. Because I really need to get back into that. I pull out the old acoustic and play a song before we end this one. So we're already down to point 3. So I'm going to share my hot take. Speaking of music and musicians, I think AC/DC was overrated. Yep. Balls to the wall. All right. I mean, they were okay for, what they did and their time and stuff, but they weren't all that great. When people try to call them like one of the greatest rock bands ever, I'm like, they're pretty far down there on my list. I mean, as far as, I don't know. Although, that does make me kind of a hypocrite, because I have been told that my guitar lead style kind of tends to sound like Angus Young. But I don't know. I kind of disagree with that. I get the driblets of the weed out of the bottom of my baggie. It's dried out, stuck down there. It's the end of the weed. So yeah, that's my hot take. I've had this debate with a few musicians, and bring it. Debate me, bro. All right. Serious stuff. Let's talk about ruining your chances. I've ruined a lot of chances. Ruined a lot of chances by making dumb mistakes, running my mouth. Kind of like I do here. Some of the things I've done here might have ruined some of my chances. It's hard to say what kind of opportunities are available at this point, in general, in life, broadly. I know there probably are still all kinds of opportunities for things that might happen in the future. But right now, it seems I have no direction or plan other than simple self-preservation. And I just keep getting older. Just kind of have to decide what I want and focus on it in order to actually get anything out of this deal, right? Now, there's some that would just say, well, you've got your kids, you fucked up, be happy, and, pay your bills. Don't make things worse for yourself, right? It is a calculated risk where it's like, well, I can end up being a miserable old hermit, maybe. No, it won't be that bad, will it? I don't know. Definitely a source of depression. Dealing with quite a big bit of depression up in the headspace, you know. It's yeah, it's all rounding out, you know, the mania from that pill that I've been on. So pretty much seemed to have lost its effect. So now I just get regular mania again, and you know that doesn't seem to be as effective for me. um, I get confused when I think I should feel focused, and I can't really explain why. And when I start to space out, I start to have these really fucking depressing thoughts. I go, logic, logic. Maybe I've fallen out of practice with logic. Um, so yeah. All right. Other than that, you know, I mean, generally doing okay. I mean, still better than I was, obviously, but you know, still anxieties about the future. Yeah, that doesn't really go away. All right. So as it so happens, I've been saying so much shit on these streams lately and not really going back to review them much that I tend to kind of not be necessarily. I can't remember what I thought about saying and what I did say sometimes. I'm like, oh, I had this idea and I thought about saying this, but did I say that on the stream? Or did I say that to myself in my head? Or was I saying that out loud to myself while I was at work? Because you know, I recently titled stream "Be Cool," and so, hey, I remember thinking that. I was thinking, you know, something along the lines of the Fonz from Happy Days. But I remember I was also thinking of that the sequel to the film Get Shorty, which I think was a book as well, and so that was kind of one of the, you know, the first things that had popped into my head. But I remember having that recurring thought: "Be cool, be like the Fonz." And I'm like, I don't remember if I said that out loud. And then some guy comes up to me out of the blue, and he says to me, "No more happy days?" And I just turned to him, and he was walking. We had just crossed paths, and he was still walking the other way, and I was still walking the other way. But we both just like half turned, and he looked at me again. He said, "No more happy days," and he just walked off. And I was like, "Hey, oh, okay, memory hooks, right?" Um, yeah. So, like the band Limp Bizkit, that apparently just, I don't know, keeps hanging around for some reason. Um, we just keep rolling, rolling, rolling. We're all balls on spheres here, and that makes no sense at all. Don't worry about it. We'll get there. We'll get there. Remember the guy who was drawing all that stuff on the whiteboard? He couldn't quite explain it, and he was, yeah. At some point, it's all going to make sense. All right. So I've got to address a certain thing. Let me think about how I'm going to say this here. How am I going to say this thing here? There's a certain way that okay. Yeah, as it tends to be, you tend to deal with people a little bit differently. Um, if you're the person who's um, you know, frequenting the establishment, you know, the consumer, as it were, you know, whatever the case may be, like you're going to act differently towards, how do I say this? You behave differently if you're a customer in line at the grocery store than if you're the cashier. You're just kind of, I mean, generally, you know, professionalism and all that stuff. So you have certain, okay. And then like, so you, and then you kind of have to like handle situations differently, like the cashier with a long line versus all the people in the line. Obviously, a lot of those people are going to start getting aggravated to the cashier, and then the cashier, it's usually just expected that they, no, they shouldn't take shit. I don't want to use that term, although that is sometimes in the, those spaces the way that it goes. But I think a lot of people are getting better about that. But you're expected to still conduct yourself with professionalism, even when those around you are losing their shit, and even more so maybe when you're in a position of being like public service or whatever, right? So there's that, and so then there's like this kind of middle way of being like the dude in that line who tries to de-escalate, tries to help that cashier out with those angry people and explain to them why they should just calm down and not take out their frustrations on this person who's trying to help everybody. Right, okay. And then there's what I do. So the situation arises. Oh, Melvin, good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Particular situation arises. I want to be a little bit vague about this, but not too vague, right? Now let's say I am called upon to help an individual, right? This individual is the one performing the service, right? And in this case, the consumer is being turned away for one reason or another. It doesn't really matter why, but it's my job to, ensure that that person gets the message, right? Well, in certain cases, it's more productive if this consumer is already mad at the person that I'm, so if this person's already pissed off at the cashier, and I got to step in there and say, hey, buddy, you got to leave the store, right? Because we're using the cashier example, so just went back to that. Makes it easier, right? I have to back the cashier no matter what, in making sure that that person leaves that register, leaves that cab, whatever the deal is there. But in some instances, in a lot of instances, in my position, it's easier for me to say, sometimes, literally, or in so many words, yeah, that person's an asshole. They always have problems with people. You know what I mean? And I'll say that to the customer, right? Because I'm not, I'm defending the thing that's being done, right? It doesn't even matter if I'm telling the truth, but the point is that I'm agreeing with them, and that tends to diffuse people sometimes. No, not all the time. Yeah. And so once you agree with him and you're like, yeah, that guy's a real jerk. I'm sorry about that. Let's take you over here and get you help somewhere else. Oh yeah, that sucks. Now it's awkward if that person who's kind of your coworker is to hear you say that, or if other people are to hear you say that. It's like, oh yeah, well you're supposed to be defending that person. Well, technically I am, by de-escalating the situation, getting that angry person away from them. That's technically how I'm supposed to de-escalate the situation. But now, we talk about the tact by which I, like I said, it doesn't even matter if I agree. I'll just agree with the person who I'm trying to calm down. Oh yeah, that person's a total jerk. Oh yeah, they have issues with people all the time. Oh yeah, you should definitely call the manager, man. That sucks. I'm so sorry about that. That is a tactic, right? Now, I tend to do this in my personal life as well. Not such a good tactic, okay? But I've really fucked up some relationships that way. But it appears to others as if I'm always being the asshole, right? Especially if I'm being agreeable, but they don't understand why I'm being agreeable, why I'm not, why don't I defend your honor? Well, I don't know. I think there's very rare instances where it's actually necessary or appropriate to defend the honor of someone else. Like, even in with intimacy, I think that's such a stupid, oh, I will literally defend you. But I'm not gonna get into a fucking fist fight because some, you got into a fucking verbal with some fucking douchebag. Like, that's not, it's like, now, yeah, I probably get, if I'm there, I'll probably be like, want to be like, hey, don't talk to my fucking woman that way, or my dude that way, or whoever it happens to be, right? But it's not my responsibility to, like, I don't know, people that think that you need to address things for them. It's like, no, you're another grown ass adult, right? And that made make me the asshole, especially sometimes in the professional capacity, because now I have to pick my battle. I'd be like, is it worth it for me to approach this guy and start fucking swinging my dick around? If I have to do it, I have to do it. But if I don't have to do it, why should I do it? And if it's making you uncomfortable, why don't you go say something to them? And again, I'm always the asshole in these situations. I'm telling you, these are like the people in my this is what I'm hearing. So I guess it's a matter of loyalty to some people. I don't see that as loyalty. I really don't. Especially if they are being the asshole, you could pull them away from the situation, but you should gently tell your friend they're being a dick and they need to stop. Just my professional opinion. And the world could always get colder. At the end of the day, as I said before, don't really know what the future holds right now, and just hope for the best and always be prepared for the worst. I have lingering anxiety about the future in the back of my head, but I'm not going to state it out loud for the universe to grab hold of. So the other thing I can say is probably going to be doing a series, maybe a couple series. People have been planting seeds in my head. One is about a local public transit here in the Bay Area, and kind of some different opinions that I'm becoming aware of. I didn't really know it was such a big issue amongst the community, and now that I get the picture on that, seems like something interesting, to indulge myself in, and whatever keeps you from thinking about jumping out in front of it. You might always think about that, but don't do it. All right, I'm gonna play a fucking song or something. It still works. Toy horse I bought my kid for Halloween like 3 or 4 years ago. I accidentally grabbed this by his ear. I forgot I did that. I can't pull out my tuner right now.
Why don't you look under your pillow? I think you may have left something there. The stones in the sheets are all yellow. You don't drown what's there. Or did it drown you? Wait for me, any day now, that's true. Wait for me, I know I won't go anywhere that you are. That's where I want to be, anywhere you are. That's where I think I lost the bridge a little bit there, but
All right, now somebody remind me what I said.
I'm like, are there any changes in that song? I don't think so. Early in the morning, rise into the streets, light me up that cigarette, now strap shoes on my feet. Got to find the reason things went wrong. Got to find the reason why my money's all gone. I got a Dalmatian, and I can still get high. I can play the guitar like a brother. Life is so short, so love the one you got, cause you might kill another or you might get shot. Never had to start, got to get it off my chest. Never had to battle with my bulletproof vest. Take a small example, take a tip from me. Take all of your money, give it all. Charity love is what I got, it's within my reach. Swimming straight from Long Beach, comes back to you if I get what you deserve. Try and test that, you're bound to get served. Love's what I got, don't start a riot. And feel it when the dance gets high. Love is what I got, so remember that. Love is what I got, so remember that. Love is what I got, so remember that. Love is what I got. I don't cry when my dog runs away. Don't get angry at the bills I have to pay. Don't get angry when my mom smokes pot. It's a battle and go back to the rock. Don't remember all of the words, but that's alright. Let the loving come back to me.
I'm gonna play this shit so long. Yeah, that's really like the only thing. It's like you got the little guitar lead, and then yeah, and then I think on the live extended version they do like the the sing clap along at the end or something. I don't know. Get it back eventually. Remember this one? Oh wait. Okay. Oh. That one's pretty long. Ah, shit, I fucked up. Ah, damn it. Start from there. I don't think we're in for that one. Too much dexterity. Oh shit. I'll have to start all over again. That's got a very specific count to it. I think I messed that one up. I did write that. Holy shit. 17 years ago? 16 years ago. I played it in forever. Somewhere around here there's a decent recording of that. My kid crying in the background. What is that buzzing? Is my jacket buzzing? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Is it the marijuana? Must be the marijuana. Oh, all right. We'll have a little more fun. I'll have a little more fun. So, Melvin, you having fun with me? It says somebody's watching, whatever this is. Watch out for that train. Go forth and multiply. Yeah, any songs that I've written that aren't depressing? Well, let's see. There might be one now. I can barely remember my own stuff. I do have my notebooks, but that would take a lot of unpacking. Mr. Sandman, your tree. No, I think I'm getting those two confused. Well, no, that's a different song. Kind of hard to do without the quartet, isn't it? Is that a quartet or a trio? Shit. Now I can't remember. Dum 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 dum. Always wanted to do a heavy metal version of that. That'd be great. I have another viewer. I don't know who you are, but I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm completely running out of. I'm just going off the cuff. Now I miss distortion. No. Give him one of those. Give him a 1-2 punch. Hey. Look at that guy. Look at this. Oh, he's over there playing the guitar a little bit. This sucks so bad. I miss my former self. My left arm is weak. I need to. Well, I don't need to tell you what I need to do with my left arm, but. Take one for the team, Johnny. Look out, he's about to blow. No, it's the same key. Let's do a different one. Oh, I'm really out of shape. It's making my hands sore already. And I just trimmed my nails too, so I'm not getting the best pick action. Usually I grow these 2 fingernails out long so that they act like picks. But they're trimmed down short right now. What do you got in your bag of tricks there, Johnny? Nothing. What's Johnny doing out on Tuesday night? Okay, what's the chords for that one? I think it's right there, yeah. Degenerated, and our lives are imitated. Yeah, something like that. It's actually a pretty boring song. They only know 3 chords. No. Can't do the horn part. I used to be able to do the horn part. Yeah, anyway, I'm just spacing out. Next time I'll learn to play like, I'll relearn to play like Up in Smoke, or so I used to be able to do Up in Smoke too. Yeah, shit, I can't remember right now, but I'll go look it up and I'll relearn that just for you, I promise. All right, Trusty Ape is gonna get ready to take his trusty fucking ass to bed. So be well, be kind. For some reason I convinced myself I was gonna give myself a haircut tomorrow, but we'll see how that goes. I make no promises to anyone anymore. My only commitment is to survival. All right. Until the next time, much love, everyone.